So this is the devastation that was done by the iceberg to a ship that was considered at the time to be one of the best designs and an unsinkable ship. So what if this wasn't an accident? So I know there's a lot of videos that actually cover what happened and why it sank. Let's look at it in another angle. If you've been watching this channel a long time, you know we like to look at new angles. What I'm going to do is look at who to blame for this video of why the Titanic sank. So to be honest with a lot of people, and I think a lot of people agree with me, we didn't know about the Titanic until the movie. But I'm interested in this great design. By the end of this video, I want you to actually tell me who do you think is the most to blame in this scenario. So I'm going to do this chronologically. So number one, the shipbuilder. So the Titanic was actually built in Ireland, where by the time Ireland was known for its quality iron. But when the shipwreckage was discovered in 1985, they analyzed this rivets, that's the iron I think, they found that it was made by poor quality iron. When the Titanic hit the iceberg, some of the parts of the ship actually broke apart. So with other aspects that are actually looked at this, they think that if they had used the original iron that they intended to use, the ship wasn't going to sink, or it could have held on together for a little bit long. Then number two, Thomas Andrews. So Thomas Andrews was actually the designer. This is the person that designed the whole thing. So when they were designing this and thinking that's not going to be sinkable, it was because of the watertight compartment that were going to be able to hold a lot of wood. But when he designed this, he designed them to be shorter, not as tall as he wanted them to be, or as they were designed to be, because he wanted to make more room in the Titanic to fit more people. So if this was built to be as tall as it needed to be, it was going to hold a lot of water and not sink. Number three is Bruce Ismay. Bruce Ismay was the leader or CEO of White Star Line, which was a company that actually owned the Titanic. So to beat his competition during that time, he wanted to show people that his ships were the best and the fastest. So what he did, he pressured Captain Smith. Captain Smith is the next guy we're actually going to blame. He pressured Captain Smith to actually travel the Atlantic in less than 6 days and made him go faster and faster. He actually didn't put binoculars into the ship and put less lifeboats. There were supposed to be 32 lifeboats. They decided to put 20 lifeboats, so more people could have been saved if there were 32 lifeboats. Number four, as I mentioned, Captain Smith. So Captain Smith, as I said, is the pressured guy. He wanted to retire with this honor of the fastest person to actually cross the Atlantic Ocean to go to the United States. But when he was warned about the iceberg, he thought that the Titanic was unsinkable, so he decided to go faster and faster up until it was too late to hit the iceberg. Number five, Captain Lloyd. Captain Lloyd was the person that actually warned Captain Smith about the iceberg. Back in the day, you had people that operated the radio. They were still using the radio to communicate. They decided to switch off the radio and go to sleep early. And when Captain Lloyd was woken up by the fireworks that were firing at midnight because of the Titanic was sinking, he decided not to go check out what was going on. Thought they were having a party or something. If he had gone there, he could have radioed other people and helped more people, so no one could have died. So these are the 5 people to blame for the Titanic. Who do you think is the worst person in the story?